I'm not fat. Okay. And we're going live in 5, in 4. Oh, we already started. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Keynote Address. Today, I got my favorite. I don't know how to say this. Priestess.
Yes,
okay.
Priestess.
This is my favorite priestess, and why she my favorite priestess? Because she's like almost the only one I know. So it's up there and stuck there. Now, if I find somebody better, I just don't know what to. I'm joking. Y'all give it up for my friend Simone Salters. Woo! Simone, how you feeling today?
I'm feeling really, really good. Thank you for having me.
You know you gotta hold the mic. We gotta hold our mic like this.
I need to be this. Okay, here we go.
There we go.
Yes, I'm feeling really, really good today.
That's what's
Thank
up.
you for having me. I am Priestess Manze Lento. That's my priestess name. So yeah.
Okay. My friend Simone, I met her in high school at Rufus King around the 2010-2011 school year.
Brightest and the best.
The brightest and the best, shout out. Y'all gonna hear a lot on the show. But Simone, you said you're doing good, feeling good to be here. Before we go any further, we want to jump into the first segment, right? The first segment on the show is just the 30-second elevator pitch, right? So I know you heard of that. You got 30 seconds to introduce yourself, tell us what you're good at, what you're about, and we're gonna see if you get this job, right? I don't know what the job is, so don't ask me what is the job so you can try to give me all your good stuff for the job. Just use you in 30 seconds. If you go over 30 seconds, I'm gonna cut you off. If you go under 30 seconds, we just got extra time for me to talk later.
So you're telling me I just say things I'm good at?
I mean, it's your introduction.
It's my introduction. Like, who I am, what I'm about.
Yeah, we on the elevator,
okay.
and I'm a businessman. You about to give me because I'm getting off on the 33rd floor.
And he's like, "You look snazzy. Where are you at?
Where are you going tonight?" No, okay. So you got 30 seconds. As soon as you start talking, she'll start the clock, and we waiting on you.
As soon as I start talking? And I'm about to start talking. My name is Simone Salters. I'm a jack of all trades. I'm intelligent, smart, sexy, beautiful. I believe in abundance, prosperity, living my best life. Luxury is what I am. Money is who I am. You need me to sell something, you got it. You need me to read you for your life, you got it. Call me for a reading. You need to know how to make your next dollar. You need to know what's up with your relationship. You need to call me so I can give you that divine knowledge and inspiration. I'm with it. I'm with the shits, period. I can do whatever you need me to do. I'm a builder, an artist, a writer.
Your 30 seconds is up. I appreciate that, Miss Simone Salters, and I'm just going to say this. When can you start?
Today.
Okay? She got that job. She hit me with beautiful, sexy, and I'm not trying to be sexist in the workplace, but you...
Intelligent, I said first.
Yeah, I know, and I was getting there. I was saying I'm not trying to be sexist, but after beauty and sexy, I was like, oh, she definitely hired because she's smart and look good. What else do we need at the workplace? Nothing.
You need a builder, a connector. You need to be ready for your life.
Listen. We'll figure that out when times come. So Simone, how did you get? Where did money come from? That's what's up. That's what it's talking about. Where did money come from?
Money, call me money. I'm also called the Bougie Priestess, Boujie. I believe in prosperity and abundance and speaking these things into your life. So if somebody's calling me money, long story short, I told my friends Keontae and another friend to call me that last week. If I tell them to call me money and they address me as money, guess what energy I'm attracting? Money.
Sound good. It sounds good.
Financial stability.
Come on. Financial stability. Listen, we're about to name these kids. We're about to name our kids what we want to see in life. You hear me? Millionaire. Hey, millionaire.
CEO.
Hey, CEO. I like that one.
No.
Come on, Prez. Come here. Sit down. Prez. Stupid ass. Oh, okay.
Right there.
Listen. Come on. Insurance.
Little insurance.
I love that. Let's talk about that. I'm gonna name my kids some good stuff. So speaking of kids, Simone, you are a mother. How has that been just growing up being a mother? How has that been able to shape you?
Being a mother, I'm a single mother. I do want to put that out.
Not trying to shoot your shot.
No,
I am a single mother.
Actually, baby, I didn't know that
I'm putting that out there because things can look a little different for mothers who are parenting alone rather than with somebody else. So, motherhood has been it's a very rewarding experience. I love my son so much. He's the brightest part of my day. It's a little me running around, and so I will say it's very hard, very tiring, and it doesn't stop. You work and then you work some more. You get off your job and then you go home and parent and you work, and it's fun, and I love it.
Aww.
That last part, that's something amazing. I think you talked yourself out of it. Like, I'm actually done being a parent.
She was about to go down right now. She was like, you know what?
It's just fun. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun. It is fun.
My mothers know what I'm talking about. Okay.
Okay. That shit's gonna spend the whole rest of the show telling you the montage.
I got you gonna be like, go back to motherhood.
I just wanted to bring one more thing.
Most likely to be a mother.
Okay. Let me write it down. Okay, so that's just a little bit of insight of you and your life. So Simone, we're gonna jump into this next game, right? This next game is actually one of my favorites because I feel like I'm a really smart person, right? Yeah. And I know you're a priestess, right? So I feel like maybe you can be smart if this divine knowledge help you out. We gonna see because I know I'm smart. I'm good at riddles, and so this next game is called riddle. Okay, so what that basically means in riddle language is riddle me this. That means riddle me this. So we're gonna play this game called riddle me this. I got some numbers. I'm gonna choose a number, and my beautiful, sexy, intelligent money. Listen, my co-director or my creative director is gonna give us the riddle, and we both get a shot to guess. Right? Whoever get it first, bada boom, bada bing.
Okay.
All right, and I'm good at riddles, so I'm not gonna just jump out there. I'm gonna be smooth with it.
Okay. I'm always smooth with it. So
I'm scared.
we'll see what happens.
We will. We
shall.
We should, and we will.
And we shall.
And you right.
It is done.
It's about to be there.
It is finished.
It's about to start. Let's start at 82. Tell me, is you done? I'm never finished.
That's done. Finished. All three of us.
All three. Uno, dos, tres. That was silly.
Got a surprise for y'all. How are we doing this? So.
Oh, a surprise.
I know my show.
Let me know what number.
I just told you 82.
82?
If you can get a little bit closer to your mic. Thank you.
Thank you.
So the people can hear you.
Oh, you're talking
it. Lord, not that in the mic.
Okay. What is the end of everything?
That's easy. That's so easy. I'm not even gonna say it.
Can you say it again?
What is the end of everything?
Thing.
G.
Oh, it's not working. That's
You gonna buzz me?
Hey, it was G.
I was thinking G, but that's so like
easy.
Dumb.
People always mad when the riddle is easy.
Like everything. I didn't know we was going about letters.
But the thing is not at the end. The last thing.
Okay, well, I was
everything.
thinking in. Anyways, next.
No.
We'll see about this one. We'll see about this one. You got me the first time.
Look at that. We'll see. I knew that one now.
You probably saw that somewhere already.
People swear. I'm just so good at riddles.
You didn't. You ain't seen that before.
Never. Wait, hold on. Never. Wait, that wasn't right. Never. There you go.
I hate you.
All right. Give me number 99.
99.
99.
Number 99.
Why didn't call like 11 1D1? But we'll talk about that later.
That's what I said.
Because every other is 22, 33, 44, 11.
1T1 is what it is.
I'm teaching my kids.
1T1.
1T1?
21.
21. Number
What?
99.
21.
Yeah.
What? That was a commercial or something?
That was a Vine.
Yeah.
It was a funny video
Okay.
of a kid who was trying to math.
What's 9 plus 10?
21.
Oh.
21.
20.
He's like, you dumb as hell. No, I'm not. What's 9 plus 10?
21.
Now he was himself for real. He a little kid. Cut that little boy some slack. Yeah. Because I'll be doing little tricks in my head too, trying to get the answer. And I would have fucked up. Listen. 0, 1. Because any number multiplied, divided. 21. Okay, P mass. P mass.
How'd you skip the steps? Okay, riddle number 99 is: with pointed fangs, I sit and wait. With piercing force, I crunch out fate. Grabbing victims, proclaiming might, physically joining with a single bite. What am I?
A vampire?
Mm-mm.
A werewolf?
Can you read that again?
Yes, I can.
Thank you. I'm thinking now. Wheels are turning.
With pointed fangs, I sit and wait. With piercing force, I crunch out fate. Grabbing victims, proclaiming might, physically joining with a single bite. What the hell am I?
A stapler.
Ding, ding,
Damn!
ding. The force was with her.
Okay, the divine spirit set that shit down like here, bitch. It's a staple. That's good. Okay, she cheated. She saw that.
I didn't see anything.
That's good though. I'm proud of
Every
you for
time
that
somebody
one.
gets something that she did.
Yeah, that's the rules. If you right, you cheated.
You're not that.
You-
that witty. Never.
You'd have never got that. You'd have never.
You saw it somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You saw it somewhere.
Okay.
Last one is, what number again?
79.
70. Oh, great.
79. One more time.
What is 3/7 chicken, 2/3 cat, and 2/4 goat?
3/7 chicken, 2/4 cat,
2/3 cat,
2/3 cat,
and 2/4 goat.
and 2/4 goat.
Chinese food. Is that racist?
Yes.
That's racist.
I'm
That
so
was-
sorry.
that-
To all my Asian heritage friends and followers,
And
I
they're going
am.
through a lot right now.
They are. It is too much Asian.
no comment.
And apologize.
To the
And then
Asian.
react to yourself for apologizing.
That's a lot to do with it in a short period of time, right?
Can you do the riddle?
Yeah, say it one more time. Say it one more time.
What is 3/7 chicken,
3/7
2/3 cat, and 2/4 goat?
Fractions?
A zoo.
No.
A farm.
Fractions? I don't
No.
A farm.
No.
2/7
3/7.
3
Breakfast.
You gotta get these fractions, y'all.
We gotta get these fractions.
3/7 chicken.
Not you eating chickens, goats, and cats. in the
First of
morning.
all, eggs come from chicken. Goat. Alright, so Simone, we're going into this next topic, this next subject, this next segment called Where You At? And I know you know the Jennifer Hudson song where she be like, Where you at? Where you at?
Don't know it.
Jennifer Hudson about to get some motherfucking royalties. Y'all gonna give her flowers while she living, because Where You At is a good
No,
song.
I love Jennifer Hudson.
I
just
don't like.
Living
Okay, I'm making sure you don't
Know
know
your
something.
bitch.
Know
Know
your-
your range.
I hate her because she not you into the Tinder. Alright, so this segment, I asked you where you at in life. So everything that life has brought you to, where everything you've seen, everything you've done. If you look out at life, what street, where you at? What street you on? What has life brought to you? And just tell me your story. Okay, so Simone, money, where you at?
I'm on the corner of Getting Money Boulevard, okay? I'm in the phase of my life where I'm really getting to learning about what adulthood looks like for me, especially having a child. So I'm still, I'm in my 20s. I'm 27. So I'm still in that
Shout out to my 3
phase.
kids.
Period. I'm in that stage where I'm still want to have fun. I want to travel, and I still have big responsibilities. So with those big responsibilities, I'm always looking into different business ideas and ventures, and just learning life lessons. So I have a lot of personal life lessons that I've gone through, acquired at my age of 27. But now I'm getting into the process of learning about business,
Okay.
and the trials and errors that brings starting out on my own.
So what's probably your latest business venture?
I'm into, so my latest business venture is I do provide spiritual readings.
I like the comfortability that just happened in the room.
Like-
I'm just saying, let me just tell you this. Sit on the back, put your feet up.
So sometimes I like to describe myself as a spiritual wellness enthusiast because sometimes people don't understand what a priestess is or what that title really means. It's
Can
not
you
even
give
really
us
a
what?
title.
Yeah, what is that?
It's really you can talk about whatever you want to talk about. People like to ask about relationships, their career, and a lot about their spiritual path because I feel like our generation is coming to a point where they want a deeper connection with God, just period.
I can concur.
And I want to help get people right on that journey.
Okay, so where would you say that Like, how did this all come about? Like, you just wake up because at King, and you wasn't a priestess then. Well, you may have been a priestess, but you wasn't tapped in.
I've always been.
Because if you was tapped in, we would have been at the Breakfast Club really talking.
I've always been tapped in. I just didn't know what it was. But my personal spiritual journey started in 2017. That's when I started really researching, I guess you could say, my roots. Outside of Christianity, just looking into African spirituality or African traditional religion, and wanting just to know more about where we came from just as a whole and what we practice, because there's a lot of wisdom in history and how we used to do things.
Talk about it.
So
we get to that segment, Chad. She's already dropping gems.
So what really prompted my spirit, in 2017, I just got prompted to I went to an HBCU. So I went to FAMU. So that's when I learned more.
Shout out to all HBCUs.
That's the most knowledge I've ever gotten about African American history, and then that prompted me to look up more African history, and then through African history, I wanted to learn about the spirituality of it all, and that's what's
That's how you got here. I like that. That's what's up. I feel like HBCUs are a great segue into just Black culture. I feel like a lot of people
absolutely
that go to HBCU are blessed with that opportunity to even be introduced to it. A lot of people who miss, and if you don't go to HBCU, it's not like you won't ever get the opportunity to be introduced to it, but it's like you don't have a choice.
Yeah, you don't have a
You're
choice.
going to be like taught this.
Exactly.
Like, this is what it is. Like, I know I had a teacher at UABB, and he was like, it was in Spanish, and he was putting people on like societies or like underground societies that he's been involved in just for the education or the further of Black people beyond structure, literal physical institution of school of learning. Like, he had a couple self-taught degrees. He spoke several different languages. I'm like, dog, you deep. And it's just like it was just the fact that we were exposed to that in class. Like, who? You wouldn't have Whitewater. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
You couldn't.
exactly.
It would never happen like that. So I thought that was also interesting. So shout out to FAMU. When did you graduate from FAMU? Are y'all like the Gators?
2016.
Damn, you Gators. Rawr.
Yep.
All right.
No, we're not Gators. I'm sorry.
Rattlesnakes. Let me get it right.
Yeah.
Oh, you see the stingers?
No,
shout out to the stingers.
Going to FAMU was the best decision I've ever made in my life.
Listen,
I'll do it over again.
I say that about UAPB. Like, that was like probably one of the best decisions I've ever made.
I would go back if I could. If they had a college for older adults, like continuing education. But still, like,
okay,
I'm in grad school now. I know what it is. Like,
come on, moving grad school. All right, so you at this place where you were 2017. You were gaining more knowledge about Black culture, about Black spirituality, and fast forward to 2020, 2021, you've made or you've segue your spirituality into a livelihood. Like, you figured out, like, hey, this is my gift, and
that's what
that's what you're supposed to do with your gifts.
And I didn't. This is being in spirituality helped me realize how I'm supposed to move in this world. Just period. I had no idea that me being this passionate about my spiritual journey was going to bring me this type of abundance and livelihood and passion, and just enjoying what I'm doing for people. Just period. And my ancestors have allowed me to make some money.
Right. Like my creative director was saying, like she was saying, you should, like, even the Bible speaks, like it says, your gift will make room for you, right? Absolutely. So your gift is what you should be using to push yourself forward. Yeah. So what is it like giving a reading? Like, where is your head space when you're giving a reading, or what do you do to prep yourself for that? If we can know, it's just like a little secret.
So I've been reading maybe for about 2 years. I didn't start being public with my readings until about a year, not even a whole year ago, because I just wanted to be comfortable and know I was giving my best when I was giving a reading. But to prepare, what I used to do to prepare for a reading is I pray, of course. I need to ask the spirits that walk with me, God, the people I communicate with, to bless myself so that I'm able to give accurate and complete messages. And then I did a lot of meditation. I do 2 different forms of reading. I do a spirit board reading where I'm able to hear, what do you call it? I'm missing the word. Verbatim. I can hear verbatim what spirit is saying, and you hear it in your reading. The other reading I give is oracle card reading, but I say that to say with my spirit board reading, I really have to be in the zone where I can hear. I have to clear everything else out of my head, which is why I had to do meditation for a very long time to be able to give that reading in the first place. But yeah, but now it's like
second nature. Yeah,
it's like normal. It's not like it's just normal.
That's cool. So that's interesting because I want to talk to you today about like your spiritual gift and your entrepreneurship, and we've been all in that. It's interesting how they intertwine almost. Like you were saying, your gift kind of set you up for where you want to be. I know we're talking off camera. No, just kidding. But just in regular life about just like your kind of business venture. I know you were talking about getting a house or mortgaging a house.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's awesome. In itself to be 27, like, hey, I could damn near go buy a house right now. You know what I'm saying? So what was that journey like, or how did you even get into the idea of doing that?
I'm still on this journey. I'm in the middle of this journey, so I'm still learning, moving and grooving. But
walk with me, Lord.
I've wanted to get into owning properties, just plain and simple, just owning properties and being able to rent those out to make a profit, maybe not necessarily flipping, but I also did want to be a homeowner myself. I just feel like it was time for me to level up. I got a kid, I got family.
See, you see why she's goofy.
No, I'm really.
She got a problem.
Honestly, with this type of thing, so I'm looking into like real estate and wanting to own properties. But the thing is, I said this at the beginning of the show. I'm really a jack of all trades. Anything that I want to do.
A Jill of all trades.
A Jill of all trades.
She can be a jack as you. I'm sorry.
I mean, pronouns. You don't know what I identify as.
I need to really get my face together. I need to get my PC together.
So yeah, this is not one of the only things that I want to do. I'm also into cosmetology. I'm learning eyelashes. I can apply your frontal wigs nicely as well. Not the
right in the front.
She said,
take the filter.
It's gonna be good.
Listen, because anybody can put it on. But this gonna be nice.
I've always learned how to do my own. Just learn how to. I've always been good at learning things, and I think that's very valuable for me because when you know how to learn, you can do anything. So I don't exactly. So I can learn how to do this. I can learn how to do that. I'm really good with my hands, but yeah, I got a lot of.
So we got under our belt for entrepreneurship so far. We got cosmetology, right?
Yes. Which
encompasses a lot of stuff, as in like
hair, lashes, makeup,
nails, all that good. You do nails?
I had started to learn, but I didn't like it.
Okay, so nails is not my right area.
No,
that's okay.
My own nails. I'm not gonna do somebody else's.
Okay,
nails.
But we got that. Because we got the spirituality part of it. Is there any other? Flipping houses, right?
Yeah. As well, along with my reading, my spiritual readings that I give, I also teach classes, spiritual classes. So, with my godfather, we had multiple different classes on candle work, things, how you can pray over candles and to God to help you get the things that you want. I teach a lot about chakra healing. So anybody out there wanting to do some shadow work is basically just working on yourself, but I'm really into chakra healing and teaching you about your chakras and how it affects your daily life. All things spiritual. I do workshops.
No, it's interesting that this, a lot of people, or not a lot of people, the last person I had on the show, we're talking about just keeping your chakras balanced, healthy.
It's important.
And it's very important. I don't know if you've seen Avatar.
Oh yeah, that's literally one of my favorite shows.
Listen, when he touched on the chakras, I was just in shock, bruh.
Because it's so true.
Did that work?
But the thing is, some people get it confused though, because they think chakras are all spiritual. No, chakras affect you physically, metaphysically, emotionally.
Come on, metaphysically. Dang, that was a word.
It affects you in every way. It's not just a spiritual, ethereal thing out there. Like, if your heart chakra is messed up, you might have heart problems. You might mess around and have a heart attack. Get yourself together. I also do spiritual work to help you get it together.
Plug. Is that a question?
It's a question.
Oh, go ahead.
So it's interesting to hear about this whole teaching workshop concept with your godfather, because I always wonder if spiritual guides teamed up in other industries. When people turn them into a business, they'd be like, let's collab. But I've never heard of priestesses or spiritual guides collabing, and I didn't know if that was just a thing that wasn't exposed to, or if it's they do different shit, so I'm not doing that.
Funny thing is, he took me under his wing, right? Mm-hmm. So on my spiritual journey, I ended up getting my own spiritual reading. This is before I did readings or anything like that.
Okay.
I ended up getting a reading. So I ended up getting a reading from him, and then my readings started to become more frequent. Like I'm getting one or two readings a month from him. One day he wrote me like, listen, I'm starting a mentorship for African traditional spirituality. I'm like, hell yeah, I want to join. I want to know more.
Heavens, yeah, I mean.
He's a scholar. He's has his PhD. He's very intelligent. But I joined the mentorship program, and he taught classes on the history of African traditional spirituality and just spirituality in general. And as I continued to learn and study under him, is when I started doing my own readings. He hired me at his institution, right. Black Spectrum Network. Follow on YouTube. Follow me on YouTube as well. Bougie Thoughts Podcast. You would love it. Anyways. No, but I was able to, he hired me on in his institution, and so he provided that opportunity for me. But now he develops programs where we're able to do classes together. He lectures, I lecture, we talk about different types of things, everything. It's wonderful. I love him.
Growth.
Shout out to Hulanzo.
Shout out. Hulanzo. You out there watching. We're going to go to this next segment. You've been dibbling and dabbling all in this segment all day. It's called L's to L's. And you actually literally damn near said, like, I've been had some lessons I learned from my losses I took in life. And I'm like, that's definitely the segment. Slow it down. We're not even going to talk about that yet. But this segment is called L's to L's, right? You tell me your lessons that you you tell me your losses. I'm going to say that one more time. It's L's to L's, right? And you're going to tell me that the losses okay, why is this just...
All right, people, it's called
Listen.
And Simone, a.k.a. Money, is going to tell us her losses that she turned into lessons.
Simple.
She ain't got to tell us the event.
Come
she ain't got to tell us what the loss was.
You better know that.
But she going to tell us the lesson.
Come on, know the script.
So give us two.
Do not.
Ooh, this is caution.
Do not rent out a vehicle for a nigga. Okay. And y'all think I'm playing and I'm dead ass.
Listen, that was a lesson.
It's a big $4,000 lesson. Okay. Do not rent raggedy.
I've been waiting for these. People be like,
trying to be
fuck that. I like to spill tea. We gonna keep it real. I'm gonna tell y'all one big lesson that I learned at the big age of 26.
Listen,
I'm 27.
Somebody was just recent. I'm still big. I'm still learning this one.
Do not rent out. Well, let me say this. I was trying to be funny by saying that, but honestly, what I'm saying is do not.
Rent out the car for no niggas.
It's just be wary of what the energy you're giving to people. Be wary of how much effort and energy you're providing for people and what you're giving back, because sometimes it's not equal. And so with that being said, I put myself out there to help somebody, a nigga I was dealing with, and it turns out that I had to pay $4,000 for it because that's what happened.
That's an expensive lesson.
It's an expensive lesson, and I will never ever do it again. Do not ask me to rent you a vehicle, not even friends. I don't care if you're my.
Listen, Tyrone, he out there. Don't do that. What's lesson? Oh,
never mind. Never mind.
Don't let me stop you.
You got a second one.
Yeah. What's number 2?
Okay, so this one is going to be a little bit more generic, but I've learned.
I love the generic lesson.
With spirituality, I've learned to do a lot of self-reflection. Growing up, especially in high school, I mean, I think this is probably true for all young people. We don't self-reflect in the moment. We think we are right. We think we know everything. I was a know-it-all. I was somebody that was always right. I was somebody who could not be told what to do. I had to be in control.
Listen.
And that just, the more people told me like, yeah, bro, you need to chill. I'm like, no, I don't need to chill.
But I say you're wrong.
I have no filter. And I'm right. And even if I was right, there's a thing called tact. There's a thing called
being humble.
Exactly.
Actually, old people say humble.
Humble.
You don't put that H on here. The H is too hard.
But why why do the elderly people always take something out like temperature? Like, how come it can't be chore? Why is that too much?
That's too harsh.
I've always wondered,
too harsh.
it's too harsh.
That's that ancient humble. That's not humble.
You need to be humble.
You don't want to be humble. That's too much. You want to be humble. Look at that. Don't that?
Humble.
Listen, that does something to me when you say it. I want to be.
That makes me think of like.
Listen, I want to be humble.
That reminds me of
humble.
my college professor saying apropos instead of appropriate. He used to say apropos. That's a real
different
thing.
word.
That is inappropriate.
No, that's a real thing. I don't know.
He's not being humble.
No, I don't know if it's a French thing. I don't know where the hell it came from.
French.
But he was a great professor though. But
Okay,
he used to say
like,
apropos, and he was very upper echelon, high scale.
Listen.
That was him. So apropos is what I started to say my junior year
Listen,
in
Dr.
college.
Listen, Dr. Umbo. Apropos.
No, not apropos.
Apropos.
That's too harsh. Apropos.
Come on, too harsh. You're going to learn that. That's another lesson. Okay. Thank you for them gems, though. That first one was dorming out shit to no nigga. You hear me? And that second lesson was self-reflect. Take that time to self-reflect.
Please.
Please. I love
And
that.
if you can't self-reflect on your own, book a reading with me at subaruinstitute.com.
I love the shameless plug.
Under the Bridget Priestess.
And is. Okay, so we're going to jump into this next segment, y'all. This next segment is one of my favorites called 20 to Life. I just got big like, wait. I'm not doing this one.
I ain't doing no bid. I don't do no bids for
No bids. So that's lesson number 3. No bids. So 20 to Life is you take yourself 20 years into the future. Where you see yourself? What you doing? How you living? Boom. What's happening?
I see myself in a huge...
Wait. How old you gonna be in 20 years? They said don't ask a lady that.
47.
Okay. Oh, we already talked.
I'm gonna be young,
She said it loud.
living my life. I'm
Said
gonna be
47.
Listen,
All the way out 27. So
that's 47 is
Listen.
still young.
It is.
Obviously,
It
20,
is.
like, well, I'm not even 30 yet. 30s are really, I feel like, your prime years. Everybody's prime years is their 30s.
We were just talking to somebody about that. They said that girls' prime is more like 25 into 30s, and guys be like 30s into their late 30s. You know what I'm saying? But that's because the girls mature faster.
30s are like your prime. You making enough money to travel, to do stuff.
Should be.
But in 20 years, my son is gonna be grown.
College.
Okay, I'm still gonna be young, youthful, out here with my husband, traveling.
Come on.
I see myself owning multiple businesses, or being at least the head honcho of multiple businesses under my belt, owning multiple properties. And I just see myself enjoying my life.
Simone gonna be your yacht friend on Facebook.
She gonna be what?
Your yacht friend on Facebook.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be the yacht.
She
No,
right.
speak it into existence, because I really believe in like
You're the yacht friend now?
yacht
Friend,
friend, money.
yacht friend.
All those are welcome.
Listen, you gonna be whatever. As
I've
long as
been in-
prosperity, call me.
I've been an entrepreneur since middle school.
Listen.
I was selling bacon in the morning in 6th grade for $1. I was not playing. I
would've
was
bought
braiding
that
hair
bacon.
at lunch.
I would've-
You know,
Not braiding hair at the lunch type like girls.
What?
Still.
$5.
Give me one of your tater tots.
You know, I was making the little pencil things that you wrap around.
Okay,
like the glitter.
little-
Yeah.
Come on.
Keychains, all of that.
I love that. Simone, first of all, I want to thank you for coming on the show, man. It's been a pleasure having you here. We're not going to go right now. We're going to go into our last segment. So the last segment is literally just called Most Likely. We've been talking about high school, you know, at the end of the year. They have the Most Likelies and all that good stuff. So our Most Likely is going to give you 3 celebrities, and then we're going to give you 3 events.
Okay.
All you got to do is match them up however you feel fit. You know what I'm saying? No right or wrong answers. We just here to hear what you got. All right, so you ready for your 3 celebrities?
Yes.
You got Queen Latifah, Jay-Z, and Left Eye.
Interesting.
Interesting. Okay? Now your most likely is release the next rap snack flavor, take over the napkin industry, and that's a big industry, so don't think it ain't.
Listen, I'm going to get some stock in that.
Listen. And win the Lifetime Achievement Award. Those are your 3 people and your 3 events.
I see Latifah doing the rap snacks.
Mm.
I see Jay-Z
Yeah.
doing the Lifetime Achievement Award, and I see Left Eye. Oh, dang.
Winning Lifetime.
No, I don't care doing napkins, but I see Jay-Z doing napkins. Like, but Jay-Z, no. Okay, let me say this. I'm gonna say I see Left Eye was very innovative.
Okay.
So I see her getting the Lifetime Achievement Award.
Okay.
I see Jay-Z investing in
Some
napkins. I see him like investing in like buttons on jackets and like just random stuff that we all use
And don't even
realize it and making a lot of money.
No.
And then I still see Queen Latifah doing rap snacks. Like I see
What was their flavor?
That's a good question.
What about the
You know, they kind of
Crunchy Cleo?
Ooh, Cleo.
Crunchy Cleo. I'm thinking of a flavor.
That's hard. That give me like a
Cleo.
spicy or something.
I feel like Cleo.
Are we referencing
Set
It Off?
Yes.
Yeah. That would actually Set It Off actually give me like a barbecue flavor for some reason.
That's what I'm saying. I was trying to think of barbecue, but I wanted to start with a C.
Like-
Crunchy Cleo.
Crunchy cookout.
Ooh, Crunchy Cleo barbecue.
Yes.
Crunchy Cleo.
And I see her image on the
Yeah,
bag.
I can see
it.
that. So,
Take
Queen,
a break.
you know what you gotta do. You know what you gotta do, Cleo. Again, Simone, thank you for coming on the show, man. I really appreciate you for being my guest, talking to me for this little time. It's been a pleasure. It's been more than an honor.
Yes.
I am humbled
Both.
that we had the appropriate,
Apropos
time to do this. Do you want to plug yourself? You can plug yourself on the show, first of all. But do you want to let them know one more time where they can find you at?
Yes, you can find me on Instagram at _Soulection, SOULECTION. You can also find me on Facebook under Moni Salters, MONIE, if you didn't know. And also, if you are interested in spiritual work, spiritual knowledge, and spiritual readings, book a reading with me at voodooinstitute.com under the Bougie Priestess. Thank you.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all know it's me, your boy Keynote the Bishop. Y'all can follow me at all social media at Keynote the Bishop. You know, follow me on YouTube at The Bishop's Podcast. Make sure you subscribe and listen to my podcast wherever you listen to your podcast. And we gonna love y'all. But before we go, Simone gonna give me a reading right now. Go.
Ask a question.
Am I gonna make a lot of money at work tonight?
I'm not answering that, Keontae.
I mean, I ain't gonna make no money. Bye, y'all. I don't even want to no more.